If you missed our previous video, first day in Joshua Tree, start there. You can find the link in our description below. In today's video, our wonderful guide, Ranger Christian, will share with us the various desert creatures, cacti, and geology that inhabit this beautiful place. Join me, Vincent, and our team, Abby, Sunny, and Alaire, on our day 2 of camping in this beautiful national park. Let's go! Before we leave for the day, our instructors securely pack up all food and anything with a smell that would attract animals. The last thing you want is to come back at the end of the day to your items torn up, strewn around, and not to mention, it's pretty bad for the wildlife. We also keep an eye out for items that may fly away or be damaged by the intense desert sun.
Today, we are lucky to have Ranger Christian show us one of his favorite hikes in Joshua Tree. Christian has been an interpretive ranger here for 9 years and has supported Outdoor Outreach in delivering educational information to our students. Outdoor Outreach has introduced over 1,500 youth to Joshua Tree through our overnight climbing programs.
Interpretive ranger here at Joshua Tree National Park. I've been working here for almost 9 years, and I'm glad that everybody's here, and we are in the perfect place to talk geology, so I hope you're ready to learn. Okay, so we're in a spot in the park, inside Joshua Tree National Park, called the Wonderland of Rocks, and like I said, it's a really great place to learn about rocks. And one of the most popular questions is from park visitors is like, how did these rocks get here, and why do they look the way they do? You know, basically they are cooled magma. They're intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive, meaning that they rose up from very deep underground and intruded into the crust above them and then stopped and cooled. And also igneous, because igneous in Latin means born of fire. So these rocks are magma that cooled and solidified into Monzo granite very, very deep underground. This is called creosote. That's the common name for this species. It's Laurea tridentana is the scientific name. I love that name. This is my favorite plant in the park. And it's really overlooked by a lot of park visitors because there's so much of it. People also refer to this as desert rain plant, because when it rains, that unique smell you smell like before and during a rainstorm comes from this plant. And you can smell it even when it's not raining if you just take like a big clump of it and kind of bundle it up and breathe like some hot breath on it, and then stick your nose in there. Native Americans also use this plant for a lot of different, I've heard it referred to as Native American penicillin, because it was so important to the native people that lived here in what is today Joshua Tree National Park. The namesake of this park is the Joshua Tree. Its scientific name is Yucca brevifolia. The average lifespan of a Joshua tree is about 150 years, which is not long for a plant. They can live up to 300 to 400 years. There's some evidence of that in like very rare cases, but the majority of Joshua trees, probably their lifespan is around 150 years.
You may come across Ranger Christian or another ranger during your visit. Stop and say hi. They are happy to share their passion for this beautiful place with anyone who has interest.
At the end of our hike, we say bye to Ranger Christian as he heads off to Keys View for an educational program.
Another popular activity you may see out in Joshua Tree is rock climbing. Rock climbing is a sport that folks of various ages and abilities may enjoy. At Outdoor Outreach, our youth participants gain a sense of trust, self-confidence, and teamwork during our rock climbing overnights in Joshua Tree. However, safety and proper precautions must be taken into account when engaging in this activity. Outdoor Outreach staff are trained under AMGA, American Mountain Guide Association guidelines, and SBI certified rock instructor is always in attendance when we're on climbing outings. If you're interested in rock climbing, please look into classes and lessons in your area. Do not rely solely on YouTube videos or untrained friends, as they may not know all the processes involved in keeping you safe. This morning, we arrive at our climb site where Sunny, our senior instructor, is throwing down the rope for a layer to prepare the climb. Here's Abby giving a belay lesson.
Pull, lock, down, hand goes under, slide, and then back. All right? And then you just repeat the process. Is a pull, lock, under, and then slide. Yeah? And that's the plus belay method.
For many who are not familiar with this sport, rock climbing may appear to be dangerous. However, as long as proper training, correct practices, and systems are followed, it can be a well-managed activity. As a curious spectator, please be mindful of the precautions. While most climbers are happy to share their passion of climbing, know that their concentration needs to be on keeping the climber safe. So approach with caution. The belayer may not be able to interact with you. If another person in the group is available, engage with them. Know that it is hazardous to stand underneath the climber without a helmet. On our programs, we establish a helmet zone, which is within 30 feet from the climbing wall or anywhere there is potential a loose rock or falling item may endanger anyone below. Lastly, please be mindful of your voice level. It is very important around climbing areas that the communication between the climber and belayer is clear and easily heard.
Gotcha!
Loud talking and/or music may be distracting and take away from critical information needed to manage risk.
Besides hiking and rock climbing, there are several other activities to enjoy. Wildlife watching, geology, exploring old mines, or just plain scrambling over rocks are all fun things to do while discovering Joshua Tree. With that said, always follow park rules and regulations and be cautious. This is a harsh desert environment where the plants may poke, animals can bite, and walking off the trail may lead to getting lost out in the vast wilderness. Use good judgment and practice LNT principles.
After a long, fun-filled day, we come back to our campsite to rest and have dinner. Because of our diligent pack-up in the morning, our items are still secure and unaffected by the desert wildlife or weather conditions. Well, everyone, this has been a wonderful experience, sharing a little of what we do on our outings in Joshua Tree and the activities you can enjoy during your stay here. Stay tuned for our third and final video of this series, Future Opportunities, how to get involved in the National Park System or start your path working in the outdoors. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.